Hello, this is James Stevens with Jet Kinesiology. Today is December the 24th, 2008, and I'm next going to be talking about Jet Casual Testing. Jet, of course, is an acronym, JET, for the Joys of Energy Testing. And now that we've gone through the various intimate details of how to pull on the bar and pay attention to what the brain is doing, what we're going to do is start having some Jet Joys of Energy Testing as we start to develop more of a casual, semi-automatic feel for testing, so that our focus can necessarily be more on proper stimulus, proper protocol, things of that nature. The testing is actually done better once we have less focus on it, but it was important for you to have that intimate focus on it that you've been doing as you've been doing your practice sessions. And if, again, we follow the analogy of riding a bicycle riding gets a lot more fun and actually smooths out once we think less about the various components of riding a bicycle correctly, and using the For You to See Jet Tester is no exception. And so this process is designed to teach you to develop more of an automatic feel for muscle testing. So let's go ahead and talk about the three elements that are necessary or that are a part of this process. The first element is to warm up the muscles. The second step is to set the baseline, and the third step is to test products. And those are the three components of Jet Casual Testing. Now, whereas for the last 10 days we asked you to practice 15 minutes a day, now we're going to ask you to practice only about a minute at a time, but we want you to do it 5 times a day. And so if you do this process over the next 7 days, 5 times a day, and remember the practices only take about 1 minute, maybe a minute and a half, what you will have done is you will have developed that natural feel over 35 times of doing this, okay? So I'm going to explain the three components of this 1.5 minute practice, the first being the warm-up, the second being setting the baseline, and the third being testing the product. So the first thing, in order to make this practice session happen in your life, is for you to put the tester as well as the packets of food products that you've been testing on in a prominent location, somewhere where you pass by numerous times of day. And while you're passing by it and about your business, just come to a stop when you see it, pick up the tester, do the minute-long practice, and then get on back with the rest of your day. So the objective here is to start to build into your deep-down muscle memory, remembering again that once a person learns how to ride a bicycle, they never have to learn how to do it again. And so what this is going to do is it's going to burn it both into your muscle memory and up into your noggin here as well, so that you have this skill that you'll be able to use for the rest of your life. So the first step is the warm-up, and I'm going to be going through this with you, and it's obviously going to take me quite a bit longer to teach it to you than it is for you to actually perform it. So again, remember, these are very quick practices. We want you to do 5 times a day for the next 7 days. So in the first step, which is the warm-up, let's go ahead and take a look at how we perform that. And I'll get us set up here and get the tester in hand. Why don't you go ahead and follow along with me at this point? And so what we're going to do, first of all, is to warm up. And so the warm-up process is for us to simply get into position, as you very well now know how to do, and give a couple of good, strong pulls, okay? These are not these comfy pulls, but maybe even a little bit more pressure to warm up the muscles, because until we have good blood flow to the muscles that we're testing, we won't get consistency. So that's the reason for the warm-up. And after doing the first couple of pulls, what I want you to do is to put your tester down, and let me adjust the camera here and get it up onto my upper part of my body. Let's see if that looks, yeah, that looks pretty good over there. I'm looking at the monitor right on the side here. And what I want you to do next is to stretch the arms. So if you raise both hands way high up in the air, like it was a stick up, and as both arms are up in the air, I want you to make sure that we have in the arm, we have a nice tension from this part of the arm all the way up to the fingers. We have good tension. So feel that tension nice and tight there. And then I'm going to have you one time rotate the arms outward, keeping that tension for the entire process as I slowly move my arms in this downward motion, keeping that tension there, feeling the burn, feeling the tightness until I get down with my hands next to my hips, and then I relax. And next, you're going to rotate the shoulders either frontward or forward, frontward or backward rather, about 5 or 10 seconds just to kind of warm it up. And then pick up your tester and do a couple more of your warm-up pulls. Okay, let me go ahead and bring the camera back down here. And so now we have the warm-up process is now completed. And the next part is for you to, oops, lost my phone there. The next part is for you to develop your baseline. So there's a couple things I want to